Hey everybody, my name is Fallout, and I'm only here to do two things. Drink LaCroix and pop Titan bubbles. And I'm all out of LaCroix. Oh, wait a minute, I'm actually not. Well, we're gonna pop bubbles anyway, so join me, won't you? In the latest D2 update, Update 2.0, Sentinel Titans got a massive buff to the Ward of Dawn super. Before this update, the Ward of Dawn in D2 was kind of a joke. Not anymore, it's way stronger. In fact, you may have seen a video from a good friend of mine, Shake, better known as the Destiny Fun Police, showing how tanky the bubble is. Indeed, very tanky. I'm expecting to see a bunch more bubbles in PvP moving forward, so let's find out exactly how strong the bubble is, what the best ways are to break it completely, and in the event that you can't break it, what's the best way to effectively kill the Titan inside. Starting off, how strong is the Ward of Dawn, and what does it do for the Titan inside? When deployed, the Ward of Dawn will last for exactly 30 seconds and give a couple benefits to anyone hanging out inside. The main benefit being extra health in the form of the Armor of Light buff. It's hard to pin down the exact number of health given, but after fiddling around in a private match for a while, I'm pretty confident that the number of health given by Armor of Light is somewhere in the ballpark of 420. To clarify, I don't mean that your Guardian's total health gets taken up to 420. I mean the amount of extra health is 420 that goes on top of your Guardian's regular health. The average Guardian's health is somewhere in the 190 range depending on your resilience stat. So combining the two together, a Titan chilling in their bubble is at an extremely thick 600 or so total health. Essentially, it's about 3 times harder to kill a Titan in their bubble, health-wise, than the average jabroni running around the map normally. Actually, it's probably even harder than that, because every time the enemy leaves their bubble and re-enters, their Armor of Light health reapplies. Meaning, if you're gonna be ballsy enough to challenge a Titan in their bubble, you damn well better be equipped, or they might make you look like an idiot real quick by going in and out of their bubble to maintain maximum beefiness. You probably already knew that though, right? Well, how about something you might not know? In addition to getting extra health, Armor of Light also provides an incoming damage reduction. By how much? Well, it's not really a percent damage reduction. Here's how it works. As long as a Titan has Armor of Light, they are unable to take regular headshot damage. Yeah, you heard that right. If they have Armor of Light and you shoot them in the head, they will only take body shot level damage. So you can forget about sliding in and trying to line up that slug shotgun headshot. It means nothing. You might as well be shooting them right in the body. Keep in mind though, once that Armor of Light has been chipped away, they'll be able to take regular crit shot damage once again, even if they are still in the bubble. The challenge is removing the Armor of Light buff. Oh, and how tough is the bubble itself? Very. Again, hard to pin down the exact number, but based on what I've found to be its breaking point, I'm guessing the number hovers somewhere in the range of about 13,000 health. So, if you lack the ability to cause over 13,000 damage to a bubble, you're better off not trying to pop it. And you can forget about shooting it with basic kinetic weapon fire, it's immune. Go ahead and shoot that sweet business all day, because you are not even gonna make a dent. Energy weapons can damage, but again, 13,000 health, buddy. A fully powered up Risk Runner shooting non-stop can't even get the job done. Bottom line, if your plan is to break it with bullets, get a new plan. Likewise for grenades. While you can damage a bubble with grenades, you're not gonna get much done. Even a Dawnblade Warlock throwing multiple solar grenades granted by the Sunbracer gauntlets, it's not enough to break a bubble. How about supers? Now we're cooking. But remember, not all supers are created equal in the art of bubble bursting. Here's the ones that don't work, so don't bother. The tether. And that means all wacky attempts you might have with where to shoot it. Shoot the bubble directly with repeated Mobius shots and an Orpheus rig? Won't work, and why are you using that in PvP anyway? Running into the bubble to shoot a tether at the floor. You'll tether the Titan inside, yeah, but A, he'll probably just beat the piss out of you, and B, the bubble doesn't go away. The Storm Trance basically just tickles the bubble. Even with landfall, even with a full charge of non-stop zapping. Won't work, don't waste your energy. Dawnblade. That one kinda shocked me. The swords are very strong against people, yeah, but not enough to break a bubble. That includes Phoenix Dive too. Unless you can reliably one-shot the Titan in the bubble, or they're already weak, don't enter the bubble. Fist of Havoc. Okay, I have to put a footnote here. Technically, if you're running the top tree on the Striker Titan and you Fist of Havoc from way up in the air and then repeatedly smash the bubble from inside over and over and over again, then eventually the bubble will barely break at the very end from the final aftershock pulse. Guess what? Not a viable strategy. Takes way too long to do, and believe me, the Titan inside is going to completely Shrek you while you repeatedly try pounding the ground. Trust me, they are not just going to stand there and let you get away with this, so don't do it. Reminder, unless the Titan is very, very weak, don't enter the bubble. Golden Gun. Yeah, you heard that right. Even with 6 shots, even with the Celestial Nighthawk, not strong enough to pop a bubble. If you want to get technical, it takes 10, count them, 10 golden shots to break a bubble. 10 on the nose, but if you think 10 goldie shots for one bubble is a good trade, you're probably drunk and you should get off YouTube and go lay down. Drink some water.
But Fallout, you could go into the bubble and Golden Gun the Titan.
Sure, if you want to end up in the latest Bungie Movie of the Week clip for getting your hunter embarrassed, I am not going to stop you. Those clips never fail to make me chortle. That's a real word. Look it up. Okay, what supers will work? Going from least to most effective. Arc Strider. This one is doable, but it's by far the most risky. It takes exactly 4 swipes to kill a Titan in their bubble at max health. Remember though, they can step out and back into their bubble and get their health back, and they'll likely be punching and shooting you the whole time. Challenging, but doable. If you put on the Raiden Flux, it takes 3 hits instead of 4. Remember that. Next up, Hammer Titan. Definitely more effective because you can do it at range. Keep in mind, this can work, but just barely. Bottom tree hammers are less powerful, but if you start throwing them right after popping your super, you should be able to break the bubble with your very last hammer. Top tree is slightly more effective. Your hammers explode and they do more damage. Damage on those top tree hammers can be inconsistent, but you can break the bubble with 5 hammers if you're lucky on the top tree. If not, you will do it on the 6th hammer. It is possible to both break the bubble and kill the Titan inside using the top tree Sunbreaker. Nova Bomb. This right here, this is the Cadillac of bubble killing. 1 Nova Bomb every time, done deal. Pops the bubble without fail. Icing on the cake, if the Titan isn't at the very opposite end of the bubble that the Nova Bomb hits, odds are the explosion is gonna kill the Titan too. Easy peasy. Best part, this works with both top and bottom tree Nova Bombs. The fun part about breaking the bubble with the top tree Nova Bomb, aka the Slova Bomb, is that once the bubble pops, the little seeker thingies chase down the Titan, forcing them to run or they die. It's great. Now, supers aside, there are other ways to contend with a bubble if you don't have your super fully charged, but the bad news is your options are kinda limited. If you can't break the bubble, your next best option is to get the Titan out of the bubble or to just kill the Titan outright. Easier said than done, I know. The Sunbreaker melee ability, Mortar Blast, is kind of a neat option. Not tremendously reliable, but it does create a solar explosion when you punch somebody, and with it you can actually launch the Titan right out of their bubble. Only problem is once you do this, you have to kill them quickly or they're just gonna go right back into the bubble. A far more reliable and fun way of doing this is our good old friend, the Tractor Cannon. Blast them right out. Even if you don't launch them off of a nearby cliff, they're still gonna get hurt by the possible wall splat damage, and they will be suppressed on top of that. A great tactic for sure. Finally, we come to probably the best way to eliminate a bubble Titan, and that is the Legend of Acreus. That's right, the OG Nut Cannon. This thing packs a wallop, and if you're being abused by a constant bubble user, look no further than this gun. Slide right in, kapow, dead. Even with the extra health provided by the Helm of Saint 14 exotic armor, which, by the way, absolutely does stack with Armor of Light. Doesn't give you a ton of health, only about plus 65 or so health bonus, which goes on underneath the Armor of Light health buff, separately, but still. The Acreus can shred them both with 1 shot. There were a few times in my testing where the Acreus shot was a little inconsistent and barely left the Titan alive with a little bit of teeny remaining health. But guess what? Follow up that Acreus shot with a melee, dead. every single time. Slide in, Legend of Acreus, follow up with a melee just to make sure, dead. Or if all else fails, you could just try wolfpacking the guy. Probably more fun to do that anyway. Hey everybody, Fallout here. Thanks very much for watching my video today. Today's video was brought to you by Blue microphones and also my noisy neighbors upstairs who vacuum day and night. I use Blue audio equipment all the time in my YouTube videos, like this slick looking puppy right here. If you're interested in getting into Twitch streaming or YouTubing or anything that you think would require a good mic, well then you can head on over to Blue's website and check their selection. And when you're done and you check out, be sure to use promo code Fallout when you check out, and you will get 20% off of your final order, an extremely thick discount from me to you. So once again, thank you very much for watching this video. Unless you happen to be my upstairs neighbors, please don't forget, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe to this channel and click the like button because it really helps my channel grow and I appreciate it very much. Thanks for watching, except for them. See you next time.